Welcome to the MinnyIce Postcast for another Minnesota Wild win, this time 4-1 over the San Jose Sharks. First game at home, Jake. We know the goal song as well. We'll talk about that in a second. Just kind of a, dare I say, boring win for the Wilds, although going to have to wait and see what Cam Talbot's status is. But nonetheless, the offense got it done, and a couple empty netters from a couple of guys who were on the brink of getting on the score sheet, and a boring win. I mean, I suppose you'll take it just because it gets them to 4-1 now.
Yeah, this is the most un-4-1 team. I feel like that is actually 4-1. They just don't seem like they're like that. They've played bad teams to open up the year. Let's face it. I'm excited to see them get some good tests here and see how they respond to that. But the Wild, for whatever reason, since their inception, have been a team to play to the strength of their opponent, is what I've noticed. It kind of seems to happen in a lot of Minnesota sports. But, regardless, it was a win. The third line played amazing again of Eriksson, Foligno, and Greenway. They were awesome. And then, like you said, two important empty netters. You get one from the most important was Fiala. I don't know if you saw him hammer that puck in there, but
sure did.
Yeah, he was pretty excited for that. Greenway got the other, and then Zach Parise just getting on the board. So you get the two guys and Parise and Fiala, arguably two of your top two scorers on the board, and that goes a long way. So they should be pumped about that. Obviously, we'll see how Cam Talbot's doing, but Kakinen's 2-0 as a starter. So,
yeah, that I didn't see. I had some other stuff going on, so I caught the third period of the game, but will of course be rewatching it. Talbot came out. It happened in the first period, and he came out after the first period, so he stuck it out as long as he could. From what it sounded like, just kind of scanning the Twitter sphere. Guesses were that he took kind of a stinger on a shot attempt that just caught him kind of between the pads or something.
Yeah, something like that. It was one of those where I think the puck hit him, or he pulled something and then he went to slide, and you could see him just clearly he was in pain. Got through the shift, finished up the period, came back out, and then obviously was substituted in by Kaapo Kähkönen. So. It is what it is. Luckily, they have a guy like Kähkönen back there that can come in. He's loving this. He's young. But we'll see. Hopefully, it's just a minor tweak, something that, can have it going forward. But if not, the Hamburglar will make his way up as the backup to Kaapo Kähkönen, and we'll see. Maybe we'll get some McDonald's burgers on the ice.
Hey, there you go. Jump arounds. The team goal song here for the entirety of the season. I can tell by your reaction there, not super enthused about it. What do you think?
It just reminds me of Wisconsin.
Yeah.
And I have a hard time thinking Ryan Suter didn't have something to do with it because he went to Wisconsin. So we'll see what happens there. It is unique, though. I do like it that they're going with more of a younger approach. College kids will know what this song is.
Yeah.
It's not just some random guitar solo. But it's all right. I didn't really notice it too much anyways, to be honest with you. But it's interesting to say the least. We'll see how long it lasts.
The Wild now 4-1 on the season. We hope that they get many more wins. Inside joke. So now 4-1 on the season, and next up Sunday night at 7, correct?
Yeah, it's somewhere around that time, I believe. Yeah. I want to say, because I'm excited because I get to watch the football game because that's on at like 2:30, I think. So
there you go. So yeah, it'll be another Sunday game for the Wild coming up here yet tonight. We've got Jake's 3 stars, and before we finish up here, we should of course go through those a little bit before you break them down in depth for MinnyIce.com.
Yep, I'll give you a quick little hitter here, and then I'll break them down in depth with the article that we'll post. But my first star of the night, a little bit unorthodox, but I'm going to do the entire third line for the Wild of Eriksson, Greenway, and Foligno. They were incredible once again. They each had a point in this game. Foligno had, an assist on the empty netter, but could have had a couple more points. I think Greenway and Eriksson were awesome as well, and just continue to shine. Greenway's been really, really good this year and was awesome again tonight. Second star, I go over the guy who came and filled in tonight for Cam Talbot, Capo Kakinen. Technically, I don't think he gets a shutout for this. Or maybe he does. I guess I'm not quite sure how stats work for that, but he stopped everything. Wasn't really tested too much, so it wasn't extremely out of the ordinary or anything, but still, he gets another W. He's at 2-0 as a Wild starter. And then third star, I go off the board a little bit, and I go with Ian Cole for the Wild. Since coming over, this is his second game now. Just a solid rock back there on the back end. The penalty kill, he was awesome. Played upwards of like 4 minutes of that. Just blocking shots, getting pucks out of the zone, battling. He was really good, and you see why Bill Guerin took a chance to get him once he saw the opportunity. So I think those are going to be my 3 stars for the night.
Excellent. 4-1. After a 4-1 win are the Minnesota Wilds. And of course, for more Wild content for report cards tomorrow, make sure to check out MinnyIce.com. We've got plenty more coming throughout the rest of the weekend and into next week as well. But that does it for another MinnyIce Postcast.